A wonderful good morning to you. My name is Dr. Romel Yadan. At my Academy for Rescue Medicine and Communication, we are currently with my students discussing about topics of everyday life. Currently, we are discussing about it is becoming too much. Now, if we think about it, we all heard ourselves saying it. We all heard others saying it at some point in their lives. It is getting too much. It's not important if it's getting too much within the family works, it is too much at work, it is too much with whatever is happening around us in the world, especially around us in our world. The question which we are asking ourselves, is it really about becoming too much? I mean, aren't we humans been created for too much? I mean, if we haven't been created for too much, we wouldn't have done it through the evolution until now. So, what we are talking about is when we are going throughout our day, throughout our week, throughout our years, throughout our life, and it is becoming too much. The real problem, and this is what I really want you to think about, isn't it about more the possibility to recharge throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month? If we think about it, for many people who start working at 8 o'clock in the morning, I mean, we take a little break at 10, lunch break at 12, at 4, and at 6 p.m. we seem to go home. Independently of any work, there are always these breaks. It is these recharging time slots for us, and they are usually between 2 and 4 hours. I'm not talking only about these. I am talking about an kind of obligatory recharging slot every single day, which could be through whatever source everyone has. Now, in my last video, if you remember, we were talking about our lives, trying to find ourselves when we are lost, when we feel that way. We talked about spirituality. We talk about our extended family. We talked about our own family. We talked about friends. We talked about hobbies and passions. We talked about the community. We talked about our health. We talked about our, if I remember correctly, jobs. And we talked about our finances. Now, if we think about it, actually, each one of them could be a source of recharging, but someone could tell me, I give too much output on my work, I cannot recharge. I give too much into my family, into my kids, I cannot recharge of it. Maybe there is this instinctively satisfaction that we have as parents, for example, but is it really an active, conscious recharging? No, it is usually not. So, if you please think about it for a second, you will discover that our hobbies, our passions, and the community, people around ourselves, are usually very, very potential sources of recharging. Of course, not forgetting one of the most important sources, which is independently of the belief of anyone, spirituality. What is yours? What is yours? And talk with your partner, with your spouses, with your husbands or wives, children, parents about it. And cut your time. Do not wait for time to give it to you. This is your responsibility to cut your time in order to be able to realize this hobby, this passion, this expression of spirituality, this giving to the community. Who are you going to make smile today? Okay, if you do not think about it actively. What will happen is something that we almost all know. Pardon me, please. It is we give input and we give we take input and we give output. Now the thing is, if we do not charge through any of the resources that we have, and if our input does not or is not coherent with the output, with time, our life's battery will become less and less and less and less. And then at some time we are almost empty. This is called burnout syndrome. So we are burning out from the work I'm giving to my family. We are burning out from the work we are giving as an employee or as a superior. We are burning out in whatever we are putting our lives into it. At this point, the model we are thinking and talking about, which I showed you here, is simply about a prevention of burning out. Where are your resources? Where are your hobbies? What can you give to the community? And there you are consciously starting to recharging. See you next time.